like it's almost time to be moving on.
No, Pappy, don't leave me, Pappy.
Yes, I'm on my way to that big cotton field in the sky.
You can't leave me, Pappy. I'm too dumb to make it with. I can't. I'm just a dumb old slave. I don't know.
Hush up.
Yes, sir.
You ain't no slave, boy.
No.
We's runaways. I run away from that plantation 123 years ago.
Yes.
And I done raised 3 generations of children here in this cave. Now you got to go. You the last of the Timbukts.
I can't make it up there, Pappy.
You got to.
I can't.
You got to.
I can't.
I put my foot in your ass.
Okay, I try.
All right, boy. Now you got to head up north.
Yes, sir.
And find the Underground Railroad.
Yes, sir.
Got to find Harriet Tubman.
Harriet Tubman.
Look like Cecily Tyson.
I thought that was Jane Pittman.
No, that's Esther Roll. I want you to do one other thing for me, boy.
What is it, Pappy? What, Pappy?
Take care of my good jacket.
Oh, yes, sir. Pappy! 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 He wants me to have this. Well, it looks like I'm on my own now. I got to find my freedom and get out of here before this body starts stinking. Before I be a slave, I'll be buried in the grave. Or I'll be the hardest working man in the cotton field. You heading north?
Nah, man, I believe this is southeast.
Well, how far behind you is they?
Who?
The dogs. I don't hear the dogs.
Man, what dogs, man? Is there something I can help you with? Because I'm on my way home, and man, I am whipped.
Oh, Lord, how many lashes they give you?
Nah, man, I mean, I'm beat.
Well, at least you still got your foot.
Man, look, what is it that you want, man? I don't have any time for this.
You must be one of them house niggas. Look, I'm just looking for my freedom.
Freedom?
Yes, sir.
Well, where the hell you been, in the cave?
Yes, sir, right back yonder.
Oh, man, look, you must be from the South, man. Brothers up here don't act like that.
No?
Excuse me?
Well, move it. You're blocking the way.
I'm sorry, sir. We just mosey out your way.
Man, what the hell is the matter with you?
I'm trying to jog, and you're blocking my way.
Yeah, well, next time, run around, jackass.
What?
Is you crazy, man? Is you crazy? You don't be talking to the white man like that. They want to be right even when they wrong. We are sorry, sir. We are sorry, sir. Don't mean to hurt you. Yes, sir. He must got one of them, that colored fever going around. Boys, now feel it to you. Accept my apologies, please, sir.
Well, I'll accept yours.
Thank you.
But I don't like your friend's attitude.
You better change your attitude.
Man, why did you do that?
What you talking about? Didn't your pappy teach you nothing about survival? You don't talk to the white man like that. Them people want to be right even when they's wrong. You see what you did? You don't put the dogs on us. Them dogs are a lot smaller than Pappy said they was.
It's 1991. What did you say?
I said stop eyeballing that white woman. Your fancy clothes on.
Man, you can have that if you so desire, brother. And this is 1991, man. All that handkerchief head stuff don't play up here. This is America. We are free. We can do what we want.
There he is, officer. That's the one.
We done brought the slave catchers on us. Well, Feats, don't fail me now.
Man, be cool. Be cool, man. We haven't done anything wrong. Officer, I'm glad you're here, see, because...
All right, face down on the ground and put your hands behind your back.
Hey, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Get down on your knees and get your hands behind your back.
I is down, sir. If I go any further, I'll be in China.
You have the right to remain silent.
Man, this is outrageous.
We ain't mean no harm, Mr. Slave Master, sir.
You better shut up.
Yes, sir. Please don't beat me. Don't beat me. I tried to warn him, but he wouldn't listen.
Hush up. I'm not talking to you. You're free to go.
I was free?
Yeah, keep moving.
Wait a minute, man. I think he's in a singing group or something, man.
Yes, sir. I keep moving. That's a good idea. freedom don't seem to last too long around here.
America, later for America. What has America done for me? Nothing, but made me a zombie. I don't know who I am. I try to act like somebody else. No name, no language, no culture. Got our women acting like some Aunt Jemimas, Buellas, Sapphires. Got our men acting like Stephen Fetchit, Mankind Molars, Willie Betts, and some Rochesters. What has America done for me? Nothing, but made me a zombie. Took away my uncle life, gave me some groceries, some dead white man hanging from it, teaching us about Mary had a little lamb. Mary was right, the lamb was right, and what about old Snow White? Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to give her poor dog a bone. I lied. She gave the dog a steak and gave the bones to Negroes. Neck bones, pig feet, ham hocks, chitterlings, guts. Made us gut eaters, whiskey consumers, soap users, Uncle Tom niggers. That's what America done for me. Made me a robot, a Frankenstein, a puppet. What has America done for me? Nothing, but made me a zombie. Integration, segregation, dehumanization, demasculation, frustration, and complete annihilation if you are seeking a just education. We are taught to hate ourselves, that everything white is right. We are taught to hate ourselves. Everything we learn is right. Jack and Jill is white. Dick and Jane is white. Little Bo Peep is white. Little Jack Horner is white. Little Red Riding Hood is white. History is white. Civics is white. Math is white. Spelling is white. Social studies is white. Santa Claus is white. And he coming down from a black chimney. Shut up! No wonder black people hate themselves.
SLC 2485, affecting skin. Proteins, partially localized, blah, 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 affecting skin appears to have played a key role in the evolution of light skin in humans of European ancestry. Now, there's no such thing as European ancestry because the people of Europe came out of where? Africa. They tell you that in their own words.
People often ask me, if we're descended from chimpanzees, how come there are still chimpanzees? Well, we're not descended from chimpanzees. We're both descended from a common ancestor who lived there about 6 million years ago. That common ancestor then produced two branches, one of which went to us humans, and one of which went to chimpanzees, branching further to produce bonobos and common chimpanzees. We are all cousins. We are not descended from chimpanzees. More distantly related are gorillas. They share a common ancestor with both us and chimpanzees. That's the common ancestor between gorillas and humans and chimps. So humans and chimps are a natural group which are related to gorillas, cousins of gorillas, and all of those animals, which are all African apes. The African apes are gorillas, humans, bonobos, and chimpanzees. The African apes are gorillas, humans, bonobos, and chimpanzees. All the African apes have a common ancestor with orangutans. That's the common ancestor with orangutans. Those are all the great apes. So the great apes are all cousins. Within the great apes, the African apes are closer cousins. Within the African apes, humans, bonobos, and chimps are closer cousins still. And within them, bonobos and chimpanzees are the closest cousins of all.
apparently the list keeps growing of things you cannot do while black in America. Where they're getting called, having cops called on you. So here are the latest additions. You cannot go in the pool while black, even if you have a community card to get in, because you're paying rent to be there. Okay. You cannot mow the lawn while black, even if somebody is paying you to do it and you're like 11 years old. And you cannot campaign door to door while black, even if you're the elected representative of your district. And the lady who called the cops voted for you.
God. I didn't know that.
Is that true? That's what I read. It could be true, it could be not, but it's crazy. But you had one of these also.
Yes, you also cannot play charades while black on July 4th. You know, and spades. We also were playing cards. My family, as I said, have rented this house in a predominantly... With all the ladies. In a predominantly African-American community. It has real history. It's the only place that blacks were allowed to buy beachfront property in the country. And so it's the most owned African-American beachfront property in the country. And we were there celebrating, and some kids, about 20 of them, ran in front of our home and started yelling the N-word at us. And I have a video of sort of the aftermath when we realized they were targeting us. Do we have that?
Were you the ones yelling the N-word?
Oh, no, there was someone else.
Okay, do you know who they were?
I have no idea.
Because that's
there
harassment.
was about 30 people here half an hour ago who just left.
Because that's harassment.
Thank you very much.
And those are your friends?
Yeah.
No, my friends are up there.
Okay.
All right.
30 people came by and ditched because we didn't have anything.
My brother and my dad are both activists.
So, we called the police. I filed a police report. The police were wonderful. They responded. They were just as outraged as we were.
They were yelling.
They said, "This is America. We are patriots.
Yeah.
This is our holiday." Things like that. And
did you explain to them that most African Americans were here before they were?
Yeah. Yes. You know, the African American community does have this feeling, I think many of my friends included, on July 4th, because African Americans weren't emancipated on July 4th. So they weren't independent then. And this area is supposed to be a safe haven. It's a place of pride. And we found out later they targeted us specifically because of that community.
Area, right? They came from outside.
They came from outside of the area.
Jersey.
They had to know enough to
some from Jersey, some from other parts of Long Island. What was shocking to me was my friend Floyd. He's an Ivy League graduate, lawyer. It ruined his week. He sat down and we started all talking to him, and he said, "This is supposed to be safe." And I'm sorry, but then he started talking about the first time he was called the N-word. He went to Columbia as a football player. When he was on the football field, it would happen. Yeah. And it was shocking that in this day and age,
it happens all the time.
That happened to us in that place.
This is why we say to people, you know, people always come up and say, well, you know, you all thought that once Obama came. I said, no, I never thought that.
Yeah.
Because racism doesn't work that way. Yeah. Racism, it's in pockets, it's in places, and all you can do is face it when it hits you.
And it's very hurtful.
And it's mean.
But it seems to me that a lot of this verbiage has been unleashed by certain people, and you know who they are.
You're not talking about old, you know, people that grew up at a different time in the Deep South. You're talking about East Coast, young people. That's the part of, I mean, it's all awful.
They broke my paddleboard. I mean, they were kind of violent.
Oh,
well,
God.
Here's what we'll tell you.
So.
We are Americans.
Yeah.
We are all here together. Yep. You can yell the N-word as much as you want, because it's not going to change the fact that we're here, white people are here, yellow people are here. We're here. This is our country, my friends, and you can yell as much as you want. And if you don't know your homework, you kind of look a little stupid. We'll be back.
Hi, fellow white people. Are you having a sad because that family's enjoying a picnic in the park while being black? Did that customer in front of you just speak a language that makes you irrationally angry? Well, this is a great time to try. Mind your own f***ing business. With Mind Your Own f***ing Business, you'll be able to grow the f*** up and act like a decent f***ing human being. Our patented technology allows you to pull your head out of your ass and see the world beyond the brim of your MAGA hat.
Hi, honey. I saw some black people at the Starbucks today.
Did you mind your own f***ing business?
I sure f***ing did.
Stop bothering those nice people today with mind your own f***ing business.
Side effects may include not harassing people, no one getting arrested or murdered by police, a general sense of well-being for people of color, a lack of internet fame and or trolling and coexistence. Please consult your doctor if you are still a piece of shit after minding your own f***ing business.
After they brought in the African slaves in such large numbers, more and more intermarriage took place as there was less and less of a distinctly Indian presence, and you had more and more of the mixtures, or mulattoes, as it shows in the census records. Mulatto, I hate that term because it's just an umbrella to sweep all Indian people under. And then there was after that term came about, then they came up with the term colored, and that was another big umbrella to sweep all the Indian people under. Anything so they wouldn't have to put the word Indian in the record books. So what they couldn't accomplish with the torch and the gun, they hoped to accomplish with the stroke of a pen. And it's for that reason I reject totally the label of Black Indian, because I've seen people use that term. I've seen some of our own people use it themselves, but usually it's an externally applied term. And I reject that totally, as long as there are blonde-headed Mohawks and blue-eyed Cherokees who are not identified as Euro-Indians. Why should any Indian that has any black ancestry be identified as a black Indian? What's good for the goose has to be good for the gander, but it's just a reflection of the racism that's in this society in general. When this whole idea of recognition, federal recognition, started to manifest itself, the government was basically holding up a hoop that we all had to jump through as tribes. And so, if you couldn't make it through, or if you're almost making it through, and they decided to raise it higher, you had to jump higher and do even more tricks. So it ends up with a process where mountains and mountains of detailed documentation has to be put together to submit to the very same people who have spent all of their time here on your land trying to stop your existence. That's essentially what the recognition process is, in a nutshell.
Black America.
And so, when I say Chinese, I want you to scream out the nation that's associated with this. For example, if I say Chinese, you're going to say what?
China.
All right, let's say it with authority. When I say Chinese, you say what?
China.
All right, that's just a test right there. So here we go. Chinese.
China.
Russian.
Russia.
Italian.
Italy.
German.
Germany.
Swedish.
Sweden.
Korean.
Korea.
Egyptian.
Egypt.
Nigerian.
Nigeria.
Black.
Tell him, Pastor. Tell him, Pastor. Black, nothing.
I hope you were able to successfully identify the issue.
Black Lives Matter.
Why would that be so?
The reason that they're being treated differently is because black people are treated poorly in this country, and they're treated differently, and they're a special class, and not in a good sense. You know, they're just like everybody else, but our country doesn't want to treat you like everybody else because we're a racist society.
Do you know the definition of civiliter mortuus?
I do not. Is that a foreign term?
No, that's Latin. That's legalese. It means dead in the eyes of the law, and that's what they attribute to people who identify themselves as colored, Negro, black, all of these colorable terms that mean nothing.
Well, I know that. I'm a criminal defense attorney in my day job, and I see that every day. And the system sucks, it's corrupt, and it's basically a way to oppress you. It's a way to imprison you. It's a way to make you convicted felon so you can't vote, you can't work, and basically keep you down. Once they got rid of the Jim Crow laws, what they did is they jacked up the criminal justice system. In a way, it would have been better if you hadn't won your civil rights, because this is even worse.
And being arrested could make you a legal slave. Is that correct? Under the third.
Yeah.
I guess even though we were free, we were still slaves in the mind.
Message. Now all these other people are saying it. I was saying this back in the 90s, bro. The slave trade started by taking Negroes from America back to Europe and Africa, literally.
Now hold on, Ali. You are saying the slave trade started.
I published books on this, like that. See, y'all listening to a lot of people. Maybe not have Afrocentric people. They don't read my stuff. Muslims read my stuff, and other people y'all don't read my stuff. I was saying this back in the 90s.
That's right.
The Negroes were being first taken by the Spanish from the southeast area of the United States, Mexico, the adjoining island, back across the Atlantic. That's how the slave trade started. Wasn't nobody taking nobody from Africa? That's from primary source documents, the Jesuit letters. This stuff is in museums. It's on online journals. Like, these are not debatable things. So now you have to ask the question. If the term Negro was being used for these people, and we know in Spanish, Negro or Negro is Latin, but Negro that's the term they use for the African. They were so adamant about what they were looking at phenotypically, they separated it so that you could know Negroes de Guine, which was the term they used for black people in Africa, Negroes de Guine, and Negroes de Terra. Negroes de Terra were the Negroes. Where did these Negroes come? These were the first white people coming here. How did these Negroes get here? And so now we have to look at paleontology, osteology, craniology, genetics, and all of those things. However, we also have to keep in mind that white people are going to want to hide history. They want to be the ultimate reconstructors.
Can you show one primary from the slaves from Europe?
Say again?
Show one primary, right?
Primary source.
Can you show one primary for slaves to Europe?
I got you. I'm about to open it up right now.
Can I ask a question? Can you hear me?
Ali, can you hear him?
Yes, I can hear. I don't know who's talking, but I can hear him.
Brother Reggie, peace.
Okay, peace, brother.
Okay, so Dr. Ali Muhammad,
yes.
I think that just to be respectful, I think we all have the same problem. Though you claim that we should not call ourselves African people.
No. That's not what I'm claiming. No, don't do that.
Wait. So, and
no. Reggie.
No, Reggie, he just said no. He said no.
If you make a mistake, I have to correct you before you keep going. I am not saying what nobody should do. I'm saying what it means.
Okay.
I'm saying what the origin is. I'm saying what the history is. I'm saying I'm not going to use it. I'm saying if you want to use it after you get the actual facts, you are welcome to self-identify. Let me finish, bro. You're not going to cut me off because I didn't cut you off not one time. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not doing that. So my point is, if you want to self-identify as African, Kemetic, I'm not going to disrespect that. But what I will do is I'll present history, and then you're welcome to do what you like.
Okay, so you did cut me off as soon as I made.
Don't worry about that, Reggie. Just deal with the question, brother.
I just want to say that. But the major part of it is, then what is the term that you say that we need to call that continent and those people? What is the term that you say that we should call that continent and those people?
All right. My answer to that is because I don't live in Africa, because I don't have an African clan, because I don't have an African nationality, that's up to them. I'm over here way across the world on another part of the planet, right? Dealing with my own confused black people here, my own family, my own tribe here. And so when we get ourselves in better order, we can talk about it and they can tell us, oh, this is what we're going to name our land. Now, if I go to Ghana or Senegal and get dual citizenship and I have a stake and I have land there and I have that kind of thing, then I'll open my mouth up and I'll say, you know what? This is what I think. But I'm not going to jump the fence into somebody else's yard and tell them what they should be doing. What I will say is, hey, man, this is from Rome, bro. How come you got 54 nations and y'all naming yourself after a white goddess? It's up to y'all now. Okay. We exchanging across the water education. That's what we're doing.
Okay, good.
So at their own pace, they can do what they like. And for those of us who have dual nationality in African nationality in one of the particular nations, y'all have that person will have a stake. But politically, since I'm not an African, I have no nationality there. I'm not going to be opening my mouth to suggest arrogantly what they should call that land.
Okay, I'm just concerned because you're talking about a continent, so the continent has no name because you are not from that continent, so it doesn't have no name. See, the other part of it is that you and I are speaking English. We're speaking a language that came from being conquered. We're speaking English. So unless you start saying everything that you said in another language, then I think that we have some similarities and that there is a problem in logic, right? Because you can't just attack what other people scientifically, they are calling that continent Africa, and scientifically they're calling the people who descend from that continent, who live in that continent, African. And I think that to keep us from being confused, I think that we should do that till we hold some type of convention and rename it. Does that sound acceptable?
What sounds acceptable is I'm not attacking anybody.
Okay.
What I'm doing is I'm educating. People who feel attacked are people who have an emotional connection to the word, right? And so I don't care what language I'm speaking, words have meaning and history. We write in English, but we're using Punic letters. Where did Punic come from? Like, no Europeans have an alphabet. They stole that from Afro-Asiatic people. So we could go into all kinds of semantics. My point is, I'm educating that the word comes from a Greco-Roman goddess. It was 3 jurisdictions, all right? Africa Vetus, Africa Nova, and Africanus Proconsuleris. The coinage, all this is first-hand research, says this particular. Now, even though you take the position that, okay, yeah, it was named that, there's some Pan-Africans say that it's from Afro-Kite and Afro-Ra and Afro. They got all
Afrique.
Yeah, Afro-Kite and Afro. They got all kind of things that it comes from in the Madu Nature, and like they got all this frivolous pseudo stuff. I'll never see y'all going to talk to them and say, "Wait a minute, hold on, bro. Like, hold on. I know you don't. I know you want to keep the name Africa, but ain't no Africa up in no Medu Nature, bro."
All right, now Ali, let me get clarity, brother. You are not saying you are not from the continent. You're just saying it was not called Africa. Am I right on that?
Whoa, slow down.
Yeah, I want to get clarity.
So, I'm not from the continent. I was born here.
Wow, okay.
Born here. Slow down, because...
Hold on, me too. What I'm saying is your bloodline. That's what I'm saying.
I'm about to help you.
All right, go ahead.
Because our people are not educated in political science and history. And so, let me give you my example that I always use.
Go ahead, brother.
I went to Temple, despite the fact that Amon Ra Squad tried to shoot me down. Yes, I did go to Temple. And in my African American Studies class, I had what we would call a white woman, right? Her name was Sharifa. She lived in South Africa, right? So she was a citizen of South Africa. She was naturalized and she had dual citizenship as an American. She was in class arguing that she was an African. The people were mad at her, and I was 19 years old, and that's the first time I sat back and thought about it. Like, yo, if she was born on the landmass of Africa, right, by the laws of what we call just solely, which is rights to the soil, when you're born on the soil of a particular place, you are a citizen or national. So she was South African. She was born on the land, right? Now, her just solely, which is her bloodline, according to the report I just read, if Neanderthals were in Africa before Homo sapiens, and she has Homo sapien and Neanderthal, shit, she got more of a right to call herself African on the continent than you, because her gene pool on the land is older than yours, according to the evolution that you agree with. Lastly, she went into class and she said she was an African American because she's now naturalized here in America. She's a citizen in South Africa, and she's African American. So what I'm trying to say to you is the girl was 100% right historically, politically, scientifically, and you can argue with her if you want. She got passports. She can go to Africa. She lives in America with her passport. And none of y'all can argue because nobody knows what the fuck an African really is. Nobody knows. Because if you were born on the land and you were European, by naturalization laws, you're African or you were a national of that particular place. So now when you go and you ask me where I'm from, shit, I'm on the landmass that I was born on. So by just solely rights, right, I'm here. I'm a national or a citizen in the United States of America, right? And then when the question of bloodline comes up, now we're dealing with geography and people's perception of genetics. And so my answer to that is, I'm not going to play Afropean. I'm the original man on this planet. Dirt is dirt. If I take some dirt from West Africa, I take some dirt from the Amazon, I take some dirt from the Nile, I take some dirt. Dirt is dirt. Dirt don't have a name. The dirt was here before white people started carving it up. So let me finish. Go ahead. My point is, I am a constituent of the first and only natural people on the planet. That's my bloodline. And we can go, hold on, y'all. We can go into blood types, we can go into RH factor, we can go into haplogroups, we can go into all of that. But my teacher taught me to ask the question, who is the original man? He didn't say, who is the original man in South America? Who is the original man in Eurasia? Who is the original man? No, we're talking about all 196,940,000 square miles of the planet.
Dr. With all that being said, where do you trace back to? That's the question we want to know.
Okay, so look, I'm gonna answer your question. So since there was no Africa when these bloodlines first came up, and there was no America, I'm telling you the earth and nature. I am made from nature, brother. And I'm made from a planet. There was no Africa, there was no America. Whole continents have shifted. Plate tectonics. Like, bruh, all kinds of things have happened on this planet. And then the chronology about when they happened, if we're only going to trust European sources, we might as well just sit down and let the motherfuckers force feed us everything and be good niggas. I'm telling you what I am.
That's a good answer now. Now, Ali, where are you when it comes to DNA testing? Are you for DNA or are you against that as well?
I'm not totally for or against it. And the reason being is because the reason being is because there are reputable geneticists who say genetic genealogy testing is bogus. Reputable. And we can bring them up. Then there are reputable, so-called reputable, who say genetic genealogy is good. I'll give you an example, and I can pull it up. There was a woman who tested a company. She sent in dog DNA. She sent in dog DNA to a so-called reputable genetic company, and they sent her back human haplogroup and autosomal information.
Damn.
Bruh, she busted their ass. And it's an article on it. People been all over it. So I'm saying to say some people are honest, some people are not. Whenever you put money as a motive to something, you have to watch carefully, because what happens is science can get compromised and there's an ulterior motive. So I'm not against classification. If there's a classification for a power group and subclades of that particular group, you might find an A in Senegal. You might find an A amongst the Khoisan. You might find an A all the way over because people are in the Philippines who intermix. You might find an A in America. Who in the hell was here hundreds of thousands, millions of years ago to say where the A developed at? Like, that's crazy. We don't know. We just know that there's a haplogroup. And it's all over the planet. It's everywhere. And different haplogroups are all over the planet. So when we come to that, it's a very detailed discussion. In a debate, in a debate where we lay out the time parameters and go over it, I'll go over things that I won't go over tonight. Because I would save that. But I would say, if you have a question for me, I answered your question.
You know what? I feel bad because I don't even remember who sent me this story, but I thank you if you see this story and you've sent it to me. Ladies and gentlemen, we know how there are all kinds of information that says that this continent was once a Negro continent, all right? It had Native Americans and Negroes here. And even their forefather, William Penn, said when he came to visit this country for the first time, he saw people with black skin here in America, formerly known as Turtle Island. So there's documentation on who they found in this land. And it's not hard to find. But we know at one point in time in America, they were giving benefits to Native Americans. And ladies and gentlemen, let me show you how far they went to make sure people like us who were found in this country were denied benefits. In 1682, they merged the Native Americans and Negro together, all under one group of Negro. And that was in order to deny you, who's really entitled to those benefits, and make sure benefits went to the $5 Indian white folks who really weren't entitled to nothing. And there's a reason why when you look at them, they don't look like no native. All right. And they keep making these claims. I will never forget this. I had a white woman on my job that claimed native status, that her grandmother was, I think, Cherokee or something. And one day she screwed up and showed me some wedding pictures, and her grandma was there. Her grandma looked just as white as her. She didn't look nothing like no Indian. Didn't have Indian features in the face, nothing. The same grandmother that she told me was a 100% Indian looked like a 100% white woman. So this is a white-owned company that came up with this DNA testing to help give white people native status. Okay. And here's the funny part. A white man called them out on it and told them that this whole DNA thing was a farce. And none of these people are real true natives. This is their own kind calling them out. So what he did, ladies and gentlemen, he bought a kit for himself, a DNA kit for his girlfriend, and one for his Chihuahua dog. He bought 3 kits. They did the testing and he swabbed the inside of his Chihuahua's mouth. Here's the Chihuahua right here. This is the dog. His name is Snoopy. So Snoopy's mouth was swabbed. They sent in all of the results. And Snoopy came back 20% Native American. This go to show you how fake their tests are. And if you go on YouTube, there were Black people that got their DNA test done, and some of them sent them to 2 and 3 different companies, and they got 2 and 3 different results. It should be clear to everybody. These tests are very flawed in what they're telling you. The science is badly flawed. So they said Snoopy here, a Chihuahua, was 12% Abenaki and 8% Mohawk Indian. It's a damn dog, y'all. It's a damn dog. Now, that's only part of what they did. So what they were trying to do was help white people get a native status, be $5 Indians all over again. But they went even further with this shit, y'all. CBC News found there were not only concerns about the accuracy of the DNA test, but also possible fraudulent use of cards resembling certificates of native status. So they were actually giving these people cards that said they were natives in order for them to get benefits and tax exemptions that they are clearly not entitled to. They weren't entitled to this stuff back when they were $5 Indians, and they're not entitled to it now. Okay? So even the Native Americans are now coming forward and saying there is no way to DNA test Native ancestry at all. Now, also, you can go and look this up. They found Black people in this country. William Penn, their own founding forefather, said when he first came to America, he saw people with Black skin. These were not slaves, ladies and gentlemen. These were not slaves. They were people that were already inhabiting the land. Now, he said this himself. Ladies and gentlemen, this test is just to cause confusion. More confusion about who should be a native and who should not. And these people that came crawling over here from Europe are not natives. They do not have native blood. They do not have enough ancestry to claim any benefits. And that's what this is all about. And it says right here, they were also giving out these fraudulent cards that look exactly like the ones that the Indians have, so that they can claim tax exemptions. In 1682, you can look this up, they merged the Negro and Native Americans together. This took place in Virginia. So the Native Americans automatically became Negro. Now, if they didn't have dark skin, then why would you do that? So, to sum it up in a nutshell, white people are committing fraud in order to claim native status, Are we surprised? No. It went on back in the 1600s, and you can clearly see all through the generations, it is still happening. In my opinion, they would have the least amount of native. They slaughtered these damn people. And no matter how much they claim they have these folks in their family, if you do have it, you got it through rape. Okay? If they are in your family, they got there through rape. I doubt if too many natives willingly laid around with white people and you were slaughtering them and putting them in mass graves. I just can't see many of them laying around with you. I will leave the link to this article in the description box. I think it's pretty hilarious. And on top of that, this man paid $300 for these tests. And the test came back and said his dog was 20% Native American. Woo, you can't make it up, ladies and gentlemen.
Message!
Boy, I'm not going to beat around the bush. This is my declaration right here again and again and again. I'm going to keep making it. The census lady came to my house yesterday, y'all, and she wanted to do a census on the laptop. Now, we've been a part of paper genocide. Now, the big secret has been that you were the American Indigenous Aborigines. You were the first people on the planet. You were the first people on America. The copper color races that's called America in the 1828 with Noah Webster Dictionary. Now, you keep calling yourself black as Civilus Matus. I am not black. My property is not black. Which are what you may call my children, which is my property. My husband is not black. We are not African. We're not Moors. We're Indigenous American Aborigines. And I will not be called anything other than that. Okay, every signature that I have ever signed or anything through forced assimilation, I rescind that shit right now. Because this lady keep coming out here knocking on my door. That's what a paper genocide. What other race do you know or have you ever known that was called nigger, African American, black, all these damn different names, identities? That's identity theft. I am so tired of playing with the bullshit. You on your own fucking land, and you just sitting back, not speaking up, not going to council meetings, not saying nothing. Do your research and stop believe what people tell you the hell you are. I've always done. If I'm copper colored and Christopher Columbus found copper colored races on this land, who the hell you think was here? You still saying you came from Africa? You didn't come from half of y'all didn't come from no damn Africa. So, you know, I'm not talking to I'm not talking to the United States property or the United States citizens, but I'm not I don't belong to the United States. I'm an American Indigenous Aborigine, and so are the children that I brought forth from my womb and my husband. Now, Civilus Matus means dead by law, means black is dead. I know some of you says like to say black power, and black is a power. Yes, that's true. It is a power, but it's not a people. It is not a people. Okay, now someone needs to get the etymology book, go through the etymology book, and find out the meaning of these words that you keep bombarding yourself with. But until then, stop complaining about them building these big-ass houses all over the damn place, and you sit there and they pushing your ass off your own land, and you don't even know it. I'm so sick of looking at the damn buffoonery. But it's so funny. You can get a person that looks like me to tell you something, and you don't believe it. But you get one of those people, and they tell you who they were. I don't call them white people. I don't call them none of that. I call them who they are. They're Caucasians. They're Caucasians. I don't disrespect them, and they don't disrespect me. I don't have any hate in my heart for anyone, but I'm so sick and tired of seeing my people getting the shit end of the stick just simply because they don't know who the fucking freak they are. You are the so-called Indians. We never called ourselves Indians. They called us that. Cherokee was the language we spoke. We're Arawaks. Some of us don't even know that the islands is America too. Now, the United States Corporation only exists on paper. It only exists on paper. And the people that you see here in the Noah Webster 1828 dictionary, it says that the copper color, the Aboriginals, the copper color people that were found in America, that now applies to the European. It applies to them, but it is not them. This is not their land. This is your land, and they're swiping it and taking it because you ain't saying a damn thing. You're just sitting back and saying a damn thing. You get a few people speaking out, but Black Power, African America, rocking them froze. Ain't nothing wrong with rocking your froze, your hair, however you want to do it. But to be honest with you, we were all over the planet before the Great Earthquake. Before the Great Earthquake. These people don't do business with us. They don't do business with us. And you got these gatekeepers coming out. Yeah, okay, I give a lot of them credit. Yeah, okay, Farrakhan, you done a lot to the people, but you need to keep your come clean. You've done a lot for them. You did a lot of nice things for them, but you need to come clean. Okay, I call out also the Moors. You all have kept your little dirty secret and tied up with the white man and got your benefits with the so-called white man, which is the Europeans, the Caucasians. And you got all hooked up with him to keep this little dark secret and keep our people shut out of their own damn land. Now, y'all, when you go fill out that census report, go down, sit down and put black on that motherfucker and see if you ain't killing yourself. And then you ask yourself, how the fuck they killing up our children? Why they killing up our children? They ain't fucking gonna kill mine because I didn't get indoctrinated with that Bible bullshit. How the hell somebody gonna bring you a Bible and tell you to go by this son of a bitch and they don't even keep it themselves? If you gonna give me a Bible and tell me you go to church and keep these rules. They go to church, they don't keep that shit they sell. And then you're gonna say I forgive. Do you know what forgive means? Forgive. So whatever you do in the future to me, I've already said it's okay. That's what that shit means. Okay, we need to get some studies on. There's the etymology dictionary and there's the 1828 Webster's dictionary. Look up American in there and see who are the true Americans. And you home already on your own land. But long as you don't fucking speak up, then what you see happening is going to keep happening with this money. They know who you are. They know it's your land. But you've been brainwashed. We all were. I was. I preached in the Christian church. 3 times I read that Bible and it didn't make sense. That 4th time, I found out there were other books to it. And then I found out some shit. This rabbit hole is deep. It's deep. It's a deep-ass rabbit hole. But we got to wake up and stop giving away our shit now. You at home, this is your land. Stop giving it away. They got a Chinatown. They got a this town. They got a that town. And then you looking at that shit out there on the reservation and you think they know who they are. They're the fucking natives. Look up the word native. See what native means. Native don't mean that the people are the original to the land. It just means they were born there. Now, y'all go to Darkman X's channel, either Reign of X, Darkman X, or Reign of X. Go to his YouTube channel. He'll break this shit down because it's time for us to bring this shit in. We can't just keep sitting back watching motherfuckers just build all these goddamn mansions on our land and know it ain't that much motherfucking money in the world. They taking your shit. They're not buying it. They can't even own it unless you give it to them. You have a title somewhere in your ancestry, in your name. With your name, with your family's name on it. Now, when a motherfucker call you and say, do you own some land? You think you don't? Don't say I don't own land. Say you do, because you do own land. We kept saying, oh, we were never left an inheritance. We were left an inheritance. Now, I'm telling you, a big trick has been played. Now, I've done the due diligence. I did the research on the Bible. I did the research on the Quran. I did the research on all these things and all these people that wrote those books. And not only me, people that's associated with, that's around the world has done the research. Enough is enough. Now you got other people coming in here, buying goddamn houses, been here for 2 fucking months, that you know damn well they're making minimum wage and they can't afford that shit. They can't even afford it. There's a name for that. There's a name for that shit. It is called colonization. Did you know they had a colonization society? You're the indigenous, American indigenous aborigines. Indigenous to what? Indigenous to America. But you can't be that and be a U.S. citizen too. Now, the U.S. citizen is the property of the United States Corporation. Now, you either want to be property or you want to be the damn landlord. I'm so sick of seeing my people walking around in the days and seeing motherfuckers working and building all around them, and they don't have shit. But those Moors, they kept secrets. They kept secrets with the Caucasians. And they didn't let you guys know. They didn't let you know that they already had a pact. Get back on that organic constitution. Get that organic constitution and stand on it. Because they fill the prison system up with our people, but there's only two freaking laws. Not to touch anybody and not to touch anybody's property. If you haven't done that, you have a right to practice your customs. If your custom is smoking herbs, it's all in the word fuckery. If you sit up and you say you got marijuana, your ass is going to jail because they got a patent on the damn word marijuana. But if you say you're practicing your customs and you have herbs, ain't shit they can do. Now, I'm so sick and tired. Who want what driver's license? That's, I understand Korean gangs got killed and some things done happened to some people. I understand. The young lady, she knew who she was, but she kind of went about it handling it the wrong way. You understand? Sometimes you have to run to live another day. Sometimes you have to take a little shit. Sometimes. But we didn't just take it. Too much shit right now. Too much shit. I'm not talking about no fucking race war or nothing like that. But you've been on a paper war. This is a paper war. They tell you the pen was mightier than the fucking sword. If you don't read, you ain't gonna know how to use the pen. Because, damn it, I'm tired of seeing us give away all our fucking damn land. We're home already. They know who we are. But you don't know who you are. You have to wake up. You've been brainwashed with Jesus. You've been brainwashed with the Quran. You've been brainwashed with Egyptology. All these fucking freaking agents. Now, if Africa was so goddamn great and it was the motherland, why would they all be coming to America? America and the United States is two different places. Two different things. It only is only a 50-mile radius around Washington, D.C. That's the United States land. That's it. Our forefathers wrote the organic constitution, and we stand on that. Damn all this other shit. Look it up. Pull up the organic constitution. Now, if you think I'm lying, look up America in the you can pull it up. Noah Webster Dictionary, 1828. American clearly says, the copper-colored people were originally found in America, but now applies to the Europeans. They can only be natives of the land because they were born here. You got Chinatown, you got Little Italy, you got all of this shit, but what do you have? What do you have? Because you believe you came over here on this damn slave ship? No, Africans came over here, and it was no damn slave ship. They were cargo ships. Africans came over here with them Europeans. They mixed in with us. We had been doing business with the Africans already. Already we were doing business with them. Now that war has not ended. To this very day, we're fighting. We're still fighting. You go in the store, you buy your shit. They got all this bullshit in it. They spraying your guys with chemtrail. As long as you don't say shit, they can continue to do it. But when the people of the land stand up, you can stop this shit. And it's some people that it's some pink people, Caucasians are ready for you to stand up too. They don't want to see their grandkids all fucked up with the food, the vaccinations, and the damn water. We all should have enough already. I'm tired of my family. I done told y'all, your grandmama told you, and I ain't lied to you not one time about a damn thing. I always told you that they called us Cherokee. We're the Creek people. Enough is enough. Now, you don't take my word for it. But go to the source. Go to the source of yourself. Maybe some of you motherfuckers did come from Egypt. Maybe some of you did come from Africa. But as far as me and my family, my children, we didn't. Because this is a paper world going on, and you better start learning how to use that damn pen. And if they got on that black African American and all that shit, you don't just fucking pick one. You scratch that shit out. You're the American Indigenous and Aborigine, a.k.a. Indian. Now, American Indian. Now, if you want to go deeper than that, no, we wasn't for no fucking India. But that's what they got on the thing. Indian, American Indian. That's what they have on now. That's the next best option to pick. Now, if you want to go deeper than that, we can go back to our ancestors. But right now, we need to start off with with a spoon. You know, you're getting spoon fed. You don't want to be overwhelmed. It's so many lies. You've been lied to about so much, and you got so many brothers with these channels that are coming out right now with so much truth. They pacing and chasing. They got a little truth about this and a whole lot of lies about that. And it sounds good to us, and we don't even check behind it. We just take it and go with it because it feels good to us. No, hell no, you're not finna put me in no fucking Egypt. You're not finna put me in no fucking Africa because that's not where we came from. We were on this land here in America from time immemorial. That is my declaration for today. And I hope you make yours soon. Because you want to talk about FEMA camps and all that shit? Hey. Now, I can go back even deeper than that. You know, I can go back. I could go back to Palladians. I can go back to all of that. You understand? But, I mean, unless you concept, I communicate with my ancestors on a daily basis. And they're so happy that I'm not messing with some Jesus bullshit no more. Brainwashed with some Jesus shit. Take that shit, man. You gonna tell me that here's your book. This is your book. But in your private schools, in your Princeton University, you teaching them to experiment on our ass. Do you know when the coroners, when the funeral, when them motherfuckers get through killing each other, some of my people get through killing each other up, do you know that the medical examiner and the coroner's office is two damn different organizations? You know they have the right to take your bone marrow and do whatever they want, and then the funeral director gets you back with what is that damn piping, Jalen, that they put in people, put the plumbing pipe. Damn plumbing pipe is in there for bones. Well, you've been constantly experimented on. Constantly. The mind has been so fucked with. That's why I don't eat their goddamn food. I don't eat their fucking food. It don't hurt them. Their food that they try to feed us, it does not hurt them. God damn it, you can feed a goddamn dog anything. Except some damn dog poison. Except some poor rat poison. You can feed them any goddamn thing. But you running around here trying to be like these motherfucking people, eating what they eat, drinking what the fuck they drink. It's not hurting their ass that much, but yeah, it does hurt them too. But hey. No, I'm tired of looking at this shit, and so is the mother. Mother Gaia is tired of looking at this shit. Looking at her children run around here, you know, disregarding her for something, waiting on the Jesus to come. Your grandmama was waiting on him. Your great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmama might have been waiting on him, but mine wasn't. She told me to get my ass off that goddamn church. She said, ain't nothing in there but a bunch of devils. She said, how can a person hang and drag and kill another person so brutally, and they book says don't do it? What's the secret? The Masonic order, goddammit, is running every fucking thing because we the people have not spoke up. Now, some people think it's so cool to be a Mason. Oh, it's so cool to be a Mason. Goddammit, you the puppet for the white man. You're the puppet for the Caucasian. The fucking puppet for the Caucasian. Ain't gonna be no fucking puppet. And what they do with their puppets when they get through with them? When they get through leading their people out, fucking people out up that looks just like them. It's people that look just like us that helped get us in this predicament for some damn money. You know what I'm saying? A little money, a little prestige, something that they think is cool. And then when they get through trying to fuck up whatever they can fuck up, then the motherfuckers knock their ass off too. They some sorry son of a bitches. I ain't pledged no oath with not shit. Nobody pledged no oaths. And I rescind any fucking signature that I've signed under forced assimilation. Not knowing my history, but I've always known who I were. You understand? I always know I didn't come from no damn Africa. I always know that I was a goddamn Indian, but you look at that shit on the reservation, you don't know they put them here? Listen to these motherfuckers when they talk on the news, talking about Trump talking about he wants to lighten up the planet and he can bring some people. Can he bring some people here from Argentina? Well, hell, they coming in every day from Argentina, and they already got a subdivision built with $240,000 homes on this particular subdivision that's bigger than any freaking subdivision here in America. You can either be an American or you can be a U.S. citizen. Keep on being a U.S. citizen. Don't mean you can't go out here and go to work. If you get food stamps, put you an American Indian on the damn food stamp thing. Because actually we're the first people on the planet. The first people on the whole fucking planet. At one time it was one landmass before the great earthquake. Now, through forced assimilation, our people have been forced into paper genocide. Paper genocide. And that's what your census report did with the help of Walter Plecker. Margaret, what's that half her name? All the abortion centers are right there in the hood. All the damn abortion centers are in the fucking hood. But they dying at an alarming rate. So now they're bringing in people from other countries trying to reserve their bloodline. And you hear the Illuminati this, Illuminati that. You damn right, Illuminati, because bloodline is every motherfucking thing. You damn Skippy. Bloodline, it means a lot. Now, I'm not saying go out and hate nobody. But goddamn it, now I don't hate Caucasians, but I don't fuck with them goddamn colonizers. Know the difference. Know the difference. But I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to say it just like, what's that boxer Muhammad Ali said? He said if he had 1,000 good white people that was his friends, and 10,000 was coming to get his ass, would he depend on that 1,000 to surround him and keep him safe? Or would he go in the damn house and shut the door? I don't have nothing against them. But when it all goes down, our people are all divided, fucked up in the head, because they've been brainwashed by the television, telling lies, telling fucking lies. Television. Sitting up there looking at that bullshit, lying to us, and just stroking us with lies, brainwashing. Some of us are brainwashing, don't even fucking know it. I mean, I ain't saying you gotta read books. No, I'm not saying that. It's people that's done the studies, done the research. All you gotta do is go check behind them. I've been in this shit studying for the past 5 fucking years. 5 fucking years. Coming up out of this goddamn rabbit hole. Studying. Have a library. I'm not Moorish. I'm not none of that. The only thing I am not the U.S. corporation's property. I am American. I am one of the motherfucking landlords. God damn it, and I'm tired of seeing this dumb shit. Our people walking around. Dumb down. Dumb down. You damn right I rock my fucking feathers in my head, because you know what the fuck it means when I rock my feathers? It means I know who the fuck I am. Don't goddamn it shoot, because I ain't black. And they know. They know. Your police know. They already know who we are. They know exactly who we are. It's just our people don't know who they are. Any person. Now you got Asia. You got. Everybody's got their own little area of land. These so-called Africans, they got Africa. Where's the fuck is black land? Where's the fuck is African American land? You ain't gonna say you gonna have to pick one. You gonna have to pick one. Take your ass to Africa or claim goddamn it American Indian, because that's what they call you, which is the American Indigenous Aborigines. Now, A law has been passed for the rights of American indigenous people. House Joint Resolution 331, drip, undrip, unread. All these documents is out there. You don't even have to go to a goddamn court for a traffic ticket. None of that. You can go to work, but don't sign that you are an employee. Put it down that motherfucker that you are working. They can't take shit out of your check. Unless you just really want to get a damn income tax check, because you can't take $20 out of your goddamn check every week and put it aside. You're at home. This is your land. Ain't no motherfucker taking me off the land and putting me in the sky, under the ground, in the water, no motherfucking where. Now, I stay in constant communications with my ancestors. So I would advise everybody to start seeking your ancestors. Talk to your ancestors. Talk to them. Give them that book back and get your land back. Because this shit is getting ridiculous. You wonder why they getting all this money? And because you have been trained that these motherfuckers were superior. But they obviously showed you that superiority. Say the shit. Talk inclusive. There's some superiority in you, because when they want something done, they can't fucking do it. They gotta come and get you. I ain't hating on no motherfucker, but the truth is the truth. And we've been quiet long enough. We've been quiet long enough, man. I'm so tired of the dumb shit. Okay, God damn it, it's some of us. It may. I didn't. Egyptology, they got that. I ain't from no fucking Egypt. And I respect all the gods. I respect them all. Every last one of them. I respect all the ancestors. I respect them all. All of the ancestors. I respect them. But people are like species. You know, just like you found a little kid, and then you found a big ass leopard, and then you got a big ass lion, and then you got it's all a damn cat. Well, everything you're looking at down here ain't all motherfucking human. It's not. And maybe it's you that's not human. Maybe it's me that's not human. Maybe we're the motherfucking extraterrestrials. But we gotta start somewhere. Let's start putting our ass back on the land. American. Man, the food is fucking killing people and making them sick. You know? Organic people need organic shit. You can't even get a fucking watermelon or a grape with a seed in it. My mama said if the bugs don't eat it, don't you fucking eat it. If it ain't no damn seed in it, throw that shit away. And she would be 103 right now. My mother would be 103 years old. So I didn't get fucking brainwashed. Kids made fun of me in my neighborhood. They called me Co-Chief. They called my mama Chief. They knew who we were. They knew that we wasn't going to bow down to this black and African American and Negro and all that shit. They knew. But when you go somewhere and you fill out an application and they only got on there white, black, Mexican. If you leave it blank, somebody else going to end up checking that shit for you. Get you a black magic mark and keep it in your pocket and draw a goddamn, just go on and black out that whole goddamn line and write. American Indigenous Aborigine. Indigenous being you can be indigenous to any landmass. Indigenous only means that you are the first person there. That's what it means. The first. Aborigine, that you came from the first. It doesn't mean to take anything away from you, but you are from your ancestors. When you want to talk about the Mayans, the Aztecs, and all those, that's even going further back than slavery. But they got our people they go to slavery and they stick there. But let's talk about slavery. What the fuck really did happen? They brought people from Africa to this land. That's the truth. They brought them from Africa and brought them to this land. Now, and what you call slavery, yeah, they did some horrible, low-down, dirty shit. They did some dirty shit. You understand? They did some horrible, low-down, dirty shit. But that Princeton, they teach them the truth. And that's why every time one of our students go to one of those schools, they found a rope hanging outside the door. But in the public school, That's just indoctrination so you can be a good motherfucking slave here on the goddamn plantation. Half of our people behind the prisons ain't touched nobody, have not touched anybody's property, but yet they're behind bars. I got a friend that's getting 20 people out a month just knowing the truth. Just knowing the truth. He's getting by himself. He's pulling out 20 people a month. Imagine what you could do with the truth. You could go get your goddamn land and not pay anybody a fucking penny. You could go get your loved ones out of the damn prisons that haven't touched anyone or anybody's property. And it's all in the word fuckery. Example 1. They say, oh, you got a gun. She has a gun. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have a gun. These are my arms. Because you have the right to bear arms. It's all in the word fuckery, y'all. I don't have a gun. I don't have a gun. Oh, you got some marijuana. I got a cousin named Marijuana. I don't have no marijuana. These are my herbs for the healing of my body. And I'm an American Indigenous Aborigine. And what the motherfucker got to do? Stand down, goddammit. He has to stand motherfucking down. Don't tell me, because I've done it too many times. So you can't tell me it ain't real. They know. I talked to my cousin who's a police chief. I said, hey, cuz, do they know how to deal with us? She said, I know how you are. I know how you are. I didn't get down with that Mason shit on the police, with the police. I didn't get down with that shit. I didn't get down with that. She said, because I know how you are, because that's all I was thinking about when they was trying to tear on with that shit. My cousin would tear my motherfucking head off. Because she know that we know who we know who the fuck we are. I'm not saying we haven't been victims of forced assimilation, because we have. And what forced assimilation means is that you not giving you a choice to be who you are and forcing something on you that you are not, like black. And that word means civilis matus, which means dead by law. Black's law. Look it up. Look it up. Black's law. 1 through the 6th edition. It's in all editions. You can get them at the Goodwill store. And get an etymology dictionary and look up some little stupid simple words and find out. You're going to find out a word like nice. What nice really mean? Nice means stupid. Motherfuckers say, oh, she's so nice. They look at you like, oh, you're so nice. They telling you so fucking stupid. Now, I'm not saying all of them know, but it's time for their asses to learn too. I'm not finna play like I'm the goddamn tenant when I know I'm the fucking landlord. But I damn not busy running out here trying to get my people awake along with a whole lot of other people. A whole lot of other people. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, I sure would love to see this. I would love to see this. Even the Bible prophesies about this, you know. Even that Bible prophesies about this, you know. But they tell some truth and some lies. A lot of times they'll tell one truth. Bam, yeah, I agree with that. That's the truth. That's right. That's right. This is how a motherfucker get you. A second person say, one person that use this method. It's called pace and chase. See, a person say, okay, they'll tell something that you know for a fact is true. And you agree, yeah, that's right. They'll tell that second truth. And you'll be like, yeah, that's right. Then they tell that third truth. You'll be like, yeah, that's right. After that, it's fucking lies. But they done already hooked you in to believe what they say. 1, 2, 3. Damn, got you. No, stop already. You're much wiser, much stronger. You are more than what you even know you are. You have a power within you that a motherfucker's afraid of. They so afraid of a power that's within you that they're willing to steal and change your fucking identity. That should make you think, who the fuck am I for real? When a motherfucker's willing to change your identity and lie to you about who you are, and you've been the secret all this time. All this time, you've been the secret. And you got people, just because you haven't been out, some of them haven't been outside the United States. So you got people all in other countries, all over the world, that know who the fuck you are. And are waiting for you to wake up. Waiting for us to wake up over here. Because this army done went over there and fucked up they people for no reason. Done fucked up they people for no reason. And then went on this side and fucked up some of they peoples, taking they oil, a bunch of goddamn thugs. And then they're going to talk about the thugs on the street. Leave my brothers alone with that bullshit. And you talk about, oh, our people killing up each other. Our people killing each other. Our people ain't got that kind of motherfucking money to be buying all them big-ass, badass guns. And from where? They dropping them off in the goddamn hood just like we ain't got the money to be flying all these goddamn drugs in. There's time to bring they motherfucking asses up on charges. But where the fuck are y'all? Busy being goddamn black? Busy being African American? When you the goddamn landlord? If you stand up, they stand down. But damn it. You can't do it like Korean Gaines. You can't do it like her. You can't do it. The sister hadn't finished her studies. She was still in the middle of her studies. And she didn't know how to go about it in a racist community like she was in. She didn't know how to go about it. She did not. She didn't know how to go about it. That's why they shut her down. But out of all the money that they pay off to these people, look how much they paid off to her family. $100 million, because they know when they fuck with one of us when we awake, it's an act of war. It is an act of war. But what do they want? Why do they want your melanin so goddamn bad that you don't motherfucking want it? Why do they want that so bad? Why do they want that? Why are they selling that shit? Why is one of our bodies worth more dead than it is alive? Why? Come on, it's time to start to wonder about yourself, who the fuck you really are. It's time to wonder. And then they show you words cast spells. Then your mama say, watch what you say. Words are powerful. There's some shit, they been casting spells on your ass. Now kick that shit off. Brush yourself off and get the fuck up out the goddamn mud. Unless you plant seeds and growing your damn food or some shit, get the fuck up off the ground. Come on. Yeah, I mean, I'm old. I ain't gonna say I'm old. My friend Carl, peace to the God. Thank you, Carl. But you tell me not to say I'm old. Just stop speaking that. You're right, because just like I said, words cast spells. So this young woman here, womb man, we're the mothers of civilization. But damn, we got to pull this together. Yes, I communicate with my star family. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And I know that I'm protected. Because anything that touches anything of mine, or have the thought to touch anything of mine, they get distracted with losing their goddamn family members and some more bullshit. Call me a witch, I don't give a fuck. Call me whatever you want to call me. But one thing that I know that I am, that's an Indigenous American Aborigine. Indigenous American Aborigine. Shit. Motherfucker pull you over. They can't do nothing. You're traveling. Stop saying you're riding in a car. I was driving 50 miles an hour. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm traveling. Your body is your vehicle. You're not driving, you're traveling. Etymology. I'll show you all the word fuckery. The pen is mightier than the sword. It's time to make your declaration. Tell the truth of who you are. And stop working so goddamn hard for pennies. And take back your land. They come up with this DACA program, want to send people home. Does that Trump, take your ass. You Hitler from here. Hitler is from here. Over there where Hitler is. You know? You got people look at like us, down with that Masonic order, being a puppet for the white man. Being a puppet, I'm not going to say white man, puppet for the colonizers. Y'all should be ashamed of y'allself. You should be ashamed. You should find out. You thought it was prestigious and all that shit. You had special privilege. How the fuck you got special privileges to oppress your own people? You got a damn fool mentality. That's what that shit is. You know, oath keepers. Fucking oath keepers. Them ones that keep them oaths, the Masons and Prince Hall Masons and all that shit. Hey, they your enemy. Believe that. Because some of them don't even know they're being used to be puppets. And you go to church and your preacher know that some other pastors know the truth. But because of 501c3, well, they don't have to pay taxes, and they can keep their money and have these big old houses and cars, you goddamn right they love things and stuff more than they care about your ass. So they're gonna put on a show. They're gonna put on a show for you. And you roll in there and you watch that shit and you come back feeling good. And at the end of the day, all you got is a fucking feeling. You may have jumped around and rolled around on the floor and walked on some benches and some of that goddamn shit. But what kind of fucking spirit was that really? What kind of spirit was that really? You walked out the door with a feel good. I don't want no fucking feel good. I can make myself feel good. I do make myself feel good, knowing the truth. And I ain't backing down from no motherfucker when they try to tell me all day long I spend in the grocery store, let motherfuckers know. Wherever I'm at, I let motherfuckers know. The census lady says, well, we've been trying to get you. I said, well, why you not going the next door over there to take a census? Why you not going down the street to take a census? Okay, out in the neighborhood, there's five American Aborigine families in my neighborhood. All right. Now, they didn't knock on anybody's door. They just came straight to my door, and they kept sending me the shit in the mail, trying to force me to fill out a census report. But since the Walter Plecker, they did those census report and changed the identity from the beginning, I went to the damn archives, National Archives. It's like the library, but it's a bigger place. Every main city has one. And I went back and looked at my grandmama, my mama. I do it every couple of years. I damn it, she done went from Chickasaw. She done went from there to then she went to Negro. She went to mulatto, then Negro. First colored, Negro, African American, and then black. And then if you want to know the truth about the word black, the definition of it in the Noah Webster 1828, get them old damn books, because they've been lying in these new books. Get that 1828 Noah Webster. You can pull it up online and look it up. You can download the etymology dictionary online and see what some of this shit mean. Black. They was the ones. The Caucasians was the ones that was considered black. Black also means property, and white means free. Are you property or are you free? Check it out. Don't believe a word I'm saying. Don't believe shit I'm saying. Because everything I'm saying, you can get it offline. Don't believe shit. Because I don't believe, that's why I don't believe shit a motherfucker tell me no more. I don't believe shit. But it's something. You got some feelings on why something is not right. Something is not right. But it's the end of the world. You're damn right it's the end of the motherfucking world. The end of the world and the end of their world and the beginning of our reign. The pendulum has swung. It's time for us to rise. But y'all, I'm not talking about the people here, but most of y'all want to stay fucking. I'm not talking about anyone on this chat because I think I know everybody here. But so many fucking motherfuckers want to stay asleep. It's every last one of our responsibilities to start waking people the fuck up. That's the only way we're going to get our land back. God damn it, it's turning into a fucking concrete jungle, and that's not where our food is. They having to make the goddamn food in the land in factories because they swapping up all the goddamn land and put people in a concrete jungle. Shit. And don't be thinking that we were so primitive and uncivilized. No, I see our motherfuckers uncivilized, and they didn't just come over here and start doing shit to us. We gave them a little land. We gave them a little more land, and we gave them a little more land. But when they came with people that look like us, I damn it, we would fight people that look like us, that was from fucking Africa, that they came over here with them. They came over here with them. They done found all kinds of shit out of history. But how many fucking slave ships have they found? I'm not saying slavery didn't fucking happen, but they told it in reverse. I'm not saying they didn't do dirty shit and low down dirty shit to us, and they still are to this very fucking day, because we forgot who the fuck we were. We forgot what grandma said. And whoever watching in my family, yeah, you can, if you want to, you can get what auntie says. Or you can go talk to your granny or whoever, but I tell you, don't go talk to your granny, because right now she don't even know who the fuck she is right now. She hurting so bad from eating this damn food. And another thing, a lot of us be eating the hell out of some goddamn pork. Do you know that shit got human DNA in it? They want to change your goddamn DNA. The doctors want to change your DNA. The shots, all that shit. You understand? They don't want to tell you that you the goddamn X-Man and the X-woman. No, they don't want you to know. Some of y'all gonna get activated and have some superpowers and shit, and they ain't gonna know what the fuck to do with it. It's gonna scare the hell out of you. But you the cleanup crew. Because this is our lane, but they some stubborn motherfuckers. Stubborn. They don't want to step down and step back. They rather go get somebody from over there from China to come over here, because they know their time is up. Time for their reign is over. The Pope told them.
Message.
Hi.
Please.
I've been happy to educate thousands of millions of generations of kids. But I don't appreciate you to let them sleep. It's not wrong with you.
Through the project, don't trust nobody. The neighbor stole my mama check. Millman act like he ain't even know this. You seeing the music now, this Master P, the first hip hop album to where you see the music. Say the guideline, Tiger Bad, walking through the project. Don't trust nobody. The neighbor stole my mama check. Millman act like he ain't even know this. I'm on the post, posted up chick. I load it up like I'm loading up the ammo. I'm talking raw cause we living like we Rambo. Gas prices high, so fools be siphoning. Yeah, I'm hot, but last year you didn't like me. Like Joe. I'm in New Orleans. This our culture. You know, the Indians, we going crazy right now, man. I'm representing Big Chief right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like a sacred thing. I definitely appreciate them for letting me do this and get out here and do this in my community. This music video is called "It's a Jungle Out Here," which is real. You know, we lost a lot of soldiers out here, and this record, this like one of my favorite records. And to be able to do this at home with my people, you know, we're just gonna go crazy. We're gonna turn all the way up. Show y'all what it's about. Came up with this record. It was one of the records, just a party song, but then I wanted to add some kind of message into it. So this record is, you know, we going crazy. We're in New Orleans. That's what it is, the culture. You know, Mardi Gras, the Indians, we go crazy. That's what we do.
Show up!
Yeah.
Big Chief Cat, Moore 100, downtown LG. The Moore 100 and the 1.5. I got Flag Ball Jamal, Flag Ball Kenny, left flag. Got about 5 more over there right now. I got 5 Boy Riding. I got my second 5, Kenny. So I'm Moore 100, LG.
Yeah. Trick on this drum, on this trick, on this truck, jumping hard, going home on this trick, on the project. You know, this my youngest soldier right here. He going crazy right now. He came out and represent. Tell him how old you is.
8.
Yeah, 8. Doing this thing, you heard me? It don't even matter about how old you is, how young you is. Get down, represent. We going crazy, man. New Orleans. Look. Bring y'all over to my dog, man. Represent. Tell him what's up with us, man.
Hey, I'm Flag Boy Mohawk on the Crosstown, baby. And what he's doing is I appreciate it because what you see here is a jungle song, jungle music, doing jungle things. And this African tradition that we're going to let it swing and hang, baby. Chuena, Flag Boy, boom, boom. Better you heard the jungle, you better believe it.
We done lost so many soldiers, man. We just out here representing. You know, in New Orleans, we second line, you know. When we talk about our people and talk about our culture, talk about our heritage, man, we just go crazy. It's a joke out here, you know what I'm saying?
We the gumbo city.
Yeah.
You heard me? And they got to know that. We pop music and soap. We do this, man. This hand song. Grown men make grown suits. That's how we do that. We appreciate y'all. Yeah, you're right. Keep it live.
Champ of the world.
Yeah.
What's up with it? How you doing, man?
Man, look, tell him your name and tell him what you about.
Marcus McDaniel, future IBA middleweight champion, 11-0, from the city, from across the canal to Ninth Ward. Kicking it with my little brother, Big Boss P. You know how we doing in New Orleans style. All the time, we getting that money.
Yeah.
We getting a little something. We got a little something. You know, a little something.
Yeah.
You know, y'all looking forward to seeing my boy be fighting for the NABF belt. Then it goes to the same. I win that one. You know,
this is my dog right here.
Y'all already know what's happening, you heard me?
We going crazy right now. Me and Gangsta got a hot record, man, that I'm telling y'all straight up. I tell y'all about the South music and being able to be from Louisiana. Me and my dog been rocking a while. This our time again, 2014.
The jungle, because this is what we live in, the jungle down here, and we just representing. He get better with time, baby.
Yeah.
Make him say, yeah.
We out here going crazy right now. I'm about to put my crown on right now, so y'all gonna see it in the video. I told y'all, it's not about listening to the music, it's about seeing the music. I'm the first hip-hop artist to do this. I know Beyonce did her thing on the R&B side, but I'm talking about 18 songs, all visual. And I had to stop everything I did to come home and do this at home. You know what I'm saying? And I got the real Indians with me, man. We going crazy right now. They say you ain't a real Indian without a crown. Yeah, man, I told y'all. You ain't never seen nothing like this. This is how we get out in New Orleans. Smoking just like she rap, Yeah, I get better with time. If you owe me money, then you better give me mine. Trick, keep talking that E. 75 million so, but I ain't done with this. Yeah.
Shinnecock leaders, our Shinnecock tribal trustees. Following our tribal trustees, we have our traditional flag bearers. We also have our Shinnecock seal and the flag of the United States. Following our staff carriers, we have our head dancers, and we also have our royalty, our powwow princesses. traditional dancers. We honor them as they dance into the dance arena. Entering the dance arena at this time, we have our Golden Age fancy dancer. Coming into the dance arena, we have our Golden Age Eastern blanket dancers. And our Golden Age traditional women dancers. We honor them as they enter into the dance arena. These are the mothers of our nation. We are proud to have them here this weekend. Coming into the dance arena, we have our men Eastern War dancers. Coming into the dance arena, we have our Northern men traditional dancers. Coming into the dance arena at this time, we have our Southern men traditional dancers. Following our Southern men traditional dancers, we have our grass dancers. Entering the dance arena, we have our men fancy feather dancers. Coming into the dance arena at this time, we have our women traditional dancers. And our women Eastern blanket dancers.
I guess even though we were free, we were still slaves in the mind.
Message.
You are my servant. Your soul is mine. Resistance is useless. I will dominate. Victory is mine. There is no way out. Who will save you now? Bow down before me.